Have you ever frozen mid-sentence, terrified you'll say something stupid, or bitten your nails raw before a big meeting, while that voice in your head screams, "Don't do it, you'll fail"? That voice? Carl Jung called it your shadow, and in the next 60 seconds, I'll show you how to turn its poison into your power. Forget theory. Let's do one 30-second exercise that'll change more than months of therapy. Take a paper. Draw a line down the middle. On the left, write one moment from the last 48 hours where your shadow stopped you, like, "I stayed quiet when I knew the answer," or "I avoided eye contact with someone I admired." No judgment, just write it. This is where you stop being the shadow's victim and become its observer. Why does writing this down change everything? Because in step 2, we'll turn that shame into rocket fuel for confidence. You've just learned to speak the shadow's language. Now, let's teach you how to tame it. Jung said the shadow isn't evil. It's the parts of you you've locked away. Fear, anger, desire, your unlived life. Look at what you wrote. That's not weakness, it's a treasure map. If you wrote, "I didn't speak up," your shadow is screaming, "You have ideas worth hearing." If you wrote, "I avoided connection," it's whispering, "You crave intimacy." Your shadow doesn't sabotage you, it points to your power. Now, stare at your paper. Ask yourself, what's the smallest action I can take tomorrow to rewrite this? Not a leap, a micro step. If you wrote, "I stayed quiet," your micro action is, at the next meeting, I'll say one sentence. Even I agree. If you wrote, "I avoided eye contact," it's, tomorrow, I'll hold someone's gaze for 3 full seconds. Why? Because micro actions shrink the shadow. Each tiny win whispers, "You're in control now." After 30 days of micro actions, something shifts. You stop fighting your shadow and start dancing with it. That shame you wrote, it becomes your compass, your fear of rejection. It points to your capacity for courage. Your anger, it reveals your passion. Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This is how you make darkness conscious. This is how you turn wounds into wisdom. So here's your protocol. 1, recognize the shadow's voice. 2, integrate it with a micro action. 3, accept it as your hidden power. Your move, take that paper, do the exercise, then come back here and type shadow in the comments. Let me know you're done. That's your first micro act of courage, because when you stop running from your shadow, you stop running from yourself, and that changes everything.